Our second question on the practice exam regards reference variables and objects. We'll be able to identify fundamental memory concepts, stack versus heap, if you recall, and explain the use of reference variables, static variables, and methods. First, take a look at the source code because it's quite a bit here. You have a class called location. Notice in location you have two fields called lat and lat and lng for latitude and longitude, and you have a constructor that will accept the initial latitude and initial longitude, assigning it to the private field variables. And we also have a toString method that every time you output is going to print out the latitude of the object, a comma, and the longitude of the object. So that is our class, but we're going to have to come down to reference mystery class, which has the main. The program will start there. Let's start with looking at our variables in main. We have A, which is 2, and B, which is 7. And we're going to create an instance of location object, and we're going to call that home, initializing the new location to 41 and 90. So lat will be 41 in home, and longitude will be 90, and I looked that up. That happened to be Moline. Now we will call mystery. Now where is mystery? Mystery is in the reference mystery class, and it is static. We're going to send A, B, and the home object to mystery. What will happen is A and B are primitives. So A and B here in mystery, which will be a different call stack, remember? So A and B in the mystery call stack will be a different RAM location. So it's passed by value, meaning the value 2 is passed to the first parameter variable, which just happens to be the same name. It does not have to be 7 passed to the second. In mystery, however, home is passed by reference, is passed to location, and all location will do is point to the same place in RAM as home. So when you're modifying the location in mystery, you're modifying the values of the attributes in home. We'll go inside the method, and we're modifying the location latitude to equal the location longitude minus 10. So we're going to modify those values here, and latitude becomes 80, 90 minus 10. Next, we're going to subtract from B, and so B becomes 6. And down here is my output. That's what the question will want as the answer is, what is the output? So the output will be A, and A is 2. Now we're looking at A in mystery because this statement's in mystery. And then a space followed by B, and then a space followed by location. And location is a location object. It's going to execute the toString method of the location object, and that will output the latitude, which is 80, comma, and the longitude. That's the first line of output. It's done with that method. It will return to mystery, and mystery is done, so then it will execute that statement. By the way, when this method is done, what happens to these values here? They are no longer available to you in memory. You will erase that, and we'll go to the next statement. And these are the values here in main. And so we're going to print out 2, space 7, a space, and the value of home, which happens to still be 80 and 90. Why? Because that's the nature of being on the stack versus the heap, right? The next statement will modify the longitude of home by adding B to it. So the longitude gets modified to 97. A will be doubled. And then once again, we're going to call mystery. So then that's added again to the call stack. And A in mystery will now be 4. B in mystery will be 7. And location in mystery is just pointing here to home. Location.lat equals location.long. So location comes here, looks at lat, and we're going to make that 87. 97 minus 10. Next statement, B minus minus. B becomes 6 again. And we'll output 2, 6, 87, comma, 97. We're done with that method. What does that mean? This frame gets erased. And we come back up. We will be now here, but we just completed that statement. Execute this statement. A is 4, space 7, 87, 97. And then that's the end of main. End of main means the end of the program. So if this question asked for the output, it would be these 4 statements that are output. Just be aware that unless you happen to type the spaces exactly as I have it in the solution, I will have to manually grade this. That does not mean you've gotten it wrong. I think you will be able to do this pretty well if you understand your objects are being sent by reference and the primitives by value.